live a life in flow, where your deepest heart's desires become reality. At SET2LOVE, we offer strategies and ideas on how you can stay out of crazy town. See, your human experience is meant to be lived with meaning, purpose, and creativity. You are here to contribute through your essence. We are best friends, moms, entrepreneurs, and above all, find our flow in assisting you to find yours. We come together weekday mornings to bring you ideas to fall deeper in love with your life and the journey that you are on. Take what works and ditch the rest, and always stay set to love. Thank you for being a part of this community. We're all designed to live in flow. So let's go. Good morning.
Good morning, friend. I'm completely rested.
Where are you on vacation? Where are you?
I am. Friday, when we were speaking with Sarah, I was in a car driving here to Palm Springs. So it's been really nice. I had a massage yesterday.
Dang. Is it really hot there?
It is really hot. It is, but not unbearable. Not unbearable. We played golf. So no, it was great. It's been really great. Living in Santa Clarita, it's really hot there too. So
that's true. No difference.
How about yourself,
everyone? We are so grateful to have you here at SET2LOVE on our weekly broadcast. Today, we're talking about intuition and recognizing our intuition. What is intuition and why should it matter to you? I'm so excited about this, Shelly. Look, our stickers came.
Oh my gosh. And they're so sparkly.
Yes,
I love it.
So cute. So listen, these stickers, which I stuck one terribly onto a mug just because I wanted to stick it, a $2 mug from Walmart that I bought. I put it somewhere. I'm going to stick it on my water bottle.
I'm hoping you have one of those for me.
Yes, I have. Look, I have many. And here's what we're using them for. So if our listeners send us a question at SET2LOVE podcast, SET2LOVE podcast at gmail.com. Send us a question about flow, your relationships, your career, anything that you would like Shelly and I to tackle for you. And we'll send you a sticker that you can put anywhere that would make you happy. That would remind you to stay set to love.
We're putting it out there into the world. I love it.
Yes. I'm so excited about it. Yay. The little things that make us happy.
But how cool would that be if, you're somewhere and all of a sudden you see our sticker? I know.
I'm already designing t-shirts. I'm having a blast. So let's talk about this, Shelly. Let's dive into our 15 minutes of daily flow. We're 3 minutes in, and let's jump into intuition. I really am excited to talk to you about intuition because I feel like it's something that both of us really cherish and rely on in a lot of ways. And I think that some people are more reliant and dependent on their intuition than others. And so I just wanted to talk about intuition with you, get your feelings around it. I know you're just naturally a really intuitive person. And what does that even mean for someone who has just really no idea what intuition is? So what is intuition to you, Shelly? And how does it show up in your life?
Oh my gosh, when you said that, I just got a chill through my whole body because it really means a lot to me. For me, intuition really is a voice. It's an inner voice that talks to me. And that sounds, I know, really far-fetched, but it's so true. And sometimes it'll just say it one time and then maybe it'll just come and go. And so I don't pay as much of attention. But if my intuition tells me something 3 times in a row, then that is when I react to it. And I really don't ever ask questions. I just pretty much go. And whatever's supposed to come out does. So it's a lot of trust and faith in what's going to happen. It could say, hug someone and I'm like, that person's going to think I'm nuts. But I'm telling you, over all the years, it's never failed me. It's always been for the good. I wouldn't recommend that for people that really don't understand their intuition and that little voice to just react. So for instance, my daughter, Brittany, yesterday was talking about, she has this job opportunity and she doesn't know whether she should go because now she's getting some gut feelings that something's wrong. Long story short, she said, I'm just in my happy place, mom, when I'm just working out, I'm mentally this. And she's like saying all these things, everything that we had told people that they need to have a flowful life, right? And I said, Brittany, stop for a minute. I want you to say that again to me. Tell me again what you just said. I want you to listen to yourself. And so I said, do you hear that? Is your intuition talking to you right there, telling you in another way? If it's something that happens over and over, it may not be a voice. It just may be your mind telling you, look, this is not feeling good. This is not right. And then that intuition tells you, you know what? Maybe it's not a great idea to take that job. Maybe you're better off to stay grateful in where you're at, regardless of money, regardless of anything. So for me, intuition is a strong voice that you just should not ignore. Always listen. If it tells you you're in an elevator and you're scared, you need to get out of the elevator. You just need to get out of the elevator and go another way. What do you think?
I love that. Yeah, Dean Koontz, I said this in a talk that I gave last year, but Dean Koontz said that intuition is seeing with the soul. And I love that. It's like the unconsciousness part of us. It's almost like your best friend, this reasoning within it's like your heart and your brain have this connection and they start to talk to each other and they just know things that we're so busy that we don't recognize sometimes right in front of us in our life. And it's sometimes I find it a struggle to know, and I wonder how you determine this. How do you know when it's your intuition or when it's fear? Like, what if for Brittany, what if it's just fear around something, around change, around a new job? Like, how do you know it's intuition versus just paranoia or fear or your own mind just saying, go give that person a hug?
Because if it keeps coming up, and you keep coming to the same thing, that's like your intuition telling you, are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? That's why I said sometimes one time, you have no idea if it's really intuition. But if you have something that in your life stays present and you do find that in a joyful way, and sometimes it's even your intuition, like I said, isn't always for something good. It just means, if you're dating somebody for the first time and you just get those gut feelings and then you say, well, I'm going to give them another try. That wasn't a great date, but my intuition's telling me, most of the time, your intuition the first time was right. But you gave it another chance. And I would say after 3 chances, and if you still have that negativity around something that you want to do or be, and you have to, Brittany said it so wisely. She said, Mom, if it's this hard, I just feel like it's not right. It should flow. Things should come together much easier. And I feel like I'm fighting for something that I don't even know, I want. So I just feel like to me, that is intuition. And I feel like her intuition is she needs to work with people one-on-one. And I don't know. But she has to make that choice. Someone else can't make it for her, but whatever she's going to do, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I do think that there is something with intuition and flow. I do think that they really work hand in hand, and your intuition is trying to guide you to more flow in your life. So whether it's for you or whether you are a piece to help someone else with something in their life. I mean, how many times, Shelly, have you or I done something which kind of seems nuts to the rest of the world, like just randomly going up to a stranger and having a conversation because you feel pulled to do so, or just making that phone call. I cannot tell you how many times, especially lately, that I'll be thinking about someone and then they will call me. And it's almost like I'm not even surprised anymore. At this point, it's becoming so powerful. Like, and I don't know if that's necessarily just intuition as much as it's telepathy. Like,
our ability to really connect with people, or whether it's, them thinking of me and then I go, oh, Emmy's thinking about me. I should give her a call. And then she calls me or I call her. I mean, it's just nuts to me sometimes how there just are these outside forces that work with us to help us find our flow.
Oh, I agree 100% on that. 100%. It'll even, not even a close family member. I'll have that with a client, that I haven't seen for a long time. And I'll be thinking about her. And lo and behold, later that day, she'll call, hey, it's been a little bit too long. I want to see you. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I was just thinking about you this morning. So absolutely, that is just weird when that happens, but it does happen all the time.
I think intuition, why should it matter to you? When you answer that question, why should it matter to you? I really want people to think about, if intuition is seeing with the soul, your soul, what your soul it wants for you in this world, it's trying to direct you. It's trying to lead you to that place. If you talk to certain people in your life and they start to say things to you and you're like, yeah, that sounds really good, or I should do that, or I've been really thinking about that lately. That is your intuition talking back at you, like saying, yes, can you see this person's trying to bring this up and we're trying to get you to recognize that this is your direction, this is your path, this is the area that you should be moving more into. That intuition is your friend, and it's not there to scare you. It's not there to cause you more anxiety, but it is sometimes a challenge to step into, especially when it's asking you to do things that seem kind of crazy. Like go give that person a hug, or go talk to that random stranger, or call that person you haven't called in a really long time, or just go right now and look up and see what jobs are available at XYZ place, even though you're in the middle of something. It's just this little voice, this little nudge. And when we listen to that thing and we are like, I don't know, okay, I guess I'll just go check to make sure I turn the curling iron off. Just listening to it, more and more opportunities will come up. Have you found that, Shelley, that when you start
Oh,
to listen and act on your intuition, it gives you more opportunities to listen and act?
well, I mean, I'm bringing up clients again, but this has truly happened to me. Long story short, I'm doing a client. She's, a new person, and I'm doing her facial, and I'm in the massage, and I hear this voice, not today. And I'm saying back to the voice, what do you mean, not today? And a little bit later, and it's quiet, I hear it again, not today, not today. And so, long story short, what that voice was telling me is that I wasn't supposed to charge her. I knew the voice was telling me, and I needed that money. I mean, I was a single mom at the time, but when we got all done, she had told me a long story and whatever. And so I said, today your money's no good. I just want you to know that you're loved and cared about. And I just followed the intuition that the voice was leading me to do this. And I'm thinking, are you crazy? But I did it. The next day, a lady comes to my door, and where I work, there are no walk-ins. She peeks her little head in and says, do you sell skincare? And if you do, I really need some. And she spent $800. That's never happened in my career, ever. And if you don't think that's a synchronicity, or that's not by chance, that's like what you put out into the world. And I could have ignored that voice saying, I need that $200. And it came back, threefold to what, and I had no idea that would happen. And that I could tell you 10 stories like that.
I
So
think it's
I
so
really think,
important listening to that voice, Shelley, right? Because that's what helped create just good karma for you, and help someone and the world helped you back. I have so many
yes,
similar stories to that too, where I just felt like, pay for that lady's gas. Just, you got paid today. You've got some money. That lady only put in $2. Go pay for her gas. Remember that day? I paid for this lady's gas.
yes,
Went to the post office and found $800 sitting on the floor, like just with no one around, in an envelope randomly. I just thought, you
I
got
remember that. That was so great. And you're like, I don't even know who to give it to. It's in the middle of nowhere. And
yeah,
there it
just
is.
like on the
Thank you,
street,
universe.
It's just the way the universe works to conspire to be on your side and create more flow in your life. And so when you listen to that little voice, when you listen to those promptings, when you feel pulled towards a certain direction or to do something, even when it's scary, even when it's hard, even when you're like, I don't know, this doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't know why I would call this person or why I would reach out or why I would talk to that stranger or say hi or do that thing. Just do it. See what happens. Your intuition is there to guide you, to lead you to more flow. It's such an important piece to the flow life funnel, really creating a life in flow. Intuition is a huge component of it. So the more you can work with it now, the better you will be for it. Wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. I'm so excited for this week and everybody to get some more questions and have people come and
Yes, send us your questions and we'll send you a Set to Love. I got to go this way. A Set
yes.
to Love sticker. That's Set to Love podcast at gmail.com. Tomorrow, how do I get in better touch with my intuition? So we're going to talk about that, some different activities and things that you can do to help you really get to know your intuition a little better. At the end of the week, we have an amazing author with us, Sky Nelson Isaacs, Living in Flow. He's a physicist and he's going to talk all about flow with synchronicities. And he has a place called the Synchronicity Institute where he studies that. We have a great week for you guys ahead. I hope you have a wonderful day. Listen to your intuition, test it out, do something today. And there's so
Big
much
hugs, everybody.
Yes, on our Patreon page. So visit us there as well. Have a great day, everyone. We appreciate you. We love you and stay set to love.
Bye.